Graphing quadratic function of one variable, that means second degree equation in only one variable. Intro to quadratic function or equation. The equation is written in the form of ax squared plus bx plus t, such that a, b, c belong to R and a not equal to 0. Finally, I can say that the function equal ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Quadratic forms, if we graph the quadratic function, it will be, we can get a parabola or a U shape. This parabola is opened up or down according to the value of a. If a greater than 0, so it's opened up. If a less than 0, it's opened down. And we have here a turning point which is called vertex. The vertex is a point with two coordinates x and y, like h, k. So I have an axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is the line which divides the parabola into two parts matched exactly, okay? And the equation of this line, x equal h. Then the vertex will be the minimum value or maximum value, and if it's opened up, the point will be minimum, and we have a minimum value at y equal k. And if it was opened down, we have a maximum value at y equal k. Finally, I can say that the solution set or the zeros or the roots of the quadratic function is the point of intersection between the parabola and the x-axis. Or I can say that it's x-intercepted, the point of intersection with the parabola and x-axis. And of course, I have y-intercepted, which is the point of intersection between the parabola and y-axis. Here we have, after graphing the quadratic equation, we have three types of solutions, or how to find the number of solutions. First, if the parabola doesn't intersect the x-axis, so we have no solutions, or the solution set equal 5. But if the parabola cut the x-axis at one point, so we have only one solution. But if the parabola cut the x-axis at 2 points, so we have two solutions. Even if it was opened up or down, the point of intersection, maybe it will be 1 point or 2 points with the x-axis, or no intersection points with the x-axis, so we have no solutions, or 5. Let's graph y equal x squared in the interval x belong to -2 to 2, closed interval. Of course, I'm going to first put values for x and find the corresponding for y. At x equal -2, -2 power 2 equal 4, -1 power 2 equal 1, 0 power 2 equal 0, 1 power 2 equal 1, 2 power 2 equal 4. Finally, we need to graph the points -2, 4, then -2, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4. And graph the parabola. The point of intersection with the parabola and x-axis is 0, 0, so the solution set equal 0. Graphing quadratic equation, again, we have an example. Here we have graph the function y equal x squared minus 4x, and in the interval from 0 to 4. First, start to put the values for x and find the corresponding for y. If we put x equals 0, it will be 0 minus 4 times 0 means y equals 0. And put x equal 1, y will be equal -3. Put x equal 2, y will be equal -4. Finally, 3, y will be -3, and 4 also, y will be equal 0. Let's grab the parabola here. Then find the intersection point with the parabola and the x-axis. First point in 0 and second point is 4, so we have the solution set equals 0, 4. Let's find the solution for the following function. If we, after graphing the function, here we have draw the parabola, and here we don't have any intersection point with the x-axis, so the solution set equal 5. And we have another graphing, another parabola, and got the x-axis at the point -1, 4, then the solution set is -1, 4. Another way to solve the quadratic function by factorization, as we studied before, we have to find the zero factor property. If we said that we have two brackets and each of them equals 0, so the first equals 0 or the second. Solving quadratic equation, let's have an example by factorization. X squared minus 3x equal 18. Let's put it in the form of x squared minus 3x minus 18 equal 0. Then try to factorize, we have two brackets. The product of them, or two numbers, the product of them equal 18, or multiply both two numbers, the result will be equal 18, and the difference between them equal 3. We have 1 and 18, of course it's not right, or 2, 9, or 3 by 6. Here we have 3 by 6 in the solution, so I can factorize x plus 3 and x minus 6 equal 0. Why we put x plus 3 and x minus 6? Of course, the greater number, or the greatest number, which is 6, will take the sign of the middle. We have here negative in the middle, so the greater is negative. By x plus 3 and minus 6. Finally, I can say that maybe x plus 3 equals 0. That makes x equal -3, or x minus 6 equals 0, which makes x equal 6. So the solution set equal -3, 6. Another example, or let's first check your answer. We have x equals 6. Put 6 in the instead of x. 6 squared minus 3 times 6, it will be 18. And of course, -3 bar 2 minus 3 times -3, it will be also 18. So the solution set equal negative. We have another example, 49x squared minus 9 equals 0. It's difference between two squares. The first has a square root and the second has a square root. And between them we have a negative sign type. The factorization of this type, it will be two brackets and each of them, and we are going to put in the first the root of the first number, then the root of the second, also the root of the first and second, but one of them is plus and the other is minus. So we have here, we have another example, 49x squared minus 9 equals 0. It's the difference between two squares. So we have two brackets. The first bracket in which I'm going to put the square root of the first, then square root of second. It's the root of the first equals 7x and the root of the second equals 3. One of them is plus and the other will be minus. So if we said 7x minus 3 equals 0, I can say that 7x equals 3, then x equals 3 over 7. This is the first solution. Then use 7x plus 3 equals 0, then make 7x equal -3, then x will be -3 over 7. Even the solution set will be 3 over 7 and -3 over 7. If we set x squared equals 3x, let's move 3x to the other side. So x squared minus 3x equals 0. Then let's have let's factorize it by taking HCF, which is x. So the remainder in the bracket x minus 3, maybe x equals 0 or x minus 3 equals 0. So x will be finally equal 3. That means the solution set equals 0, 3. Another example, 2x power 3 minus 10x equals 0. First, let's factorize by taking HCF, which is equal to x. If we put 2x outside and open the bracket, finally 2x power 3 divided to x will be x squared. 18x divided to x will be 9 equals 0. So we have first 2x equals 0 or x squared minus 9 equals 0. But x squared minus 9 is difference between two squares. So we have another two brackets, which is the square root of the first x and the root of the second 3. One of them plus and the other will be minus, and all of them equal 0. So I can say that 2x equals 0 makes x equals 0, or x plus 3 equals 0, or x minus 3 equals 0. First one, 2x equals 0, that makes equal 0. X plus 3 equals 0, that makes x equal negative 3. X minus 3 equals 0 makes x equal 3. So the solution set of this equation is 0, 0, negative 3, 3. Of course, this equation is not a quadratic equation, but this equation contains a quadratic equation. Second way or third way to solve the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. First, we can solve it by graphing or by factorization, and the third way using formula. Third way is using the quadratic formula, and of course this formula is written in the form. If we said that the function equal x squared plus bx plus c equals 0, so the solution or x equal negative b, such that b is the coefficient of x, plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2e. A is the coefficient of x power 2, c is the coefficient of x. Another example, here we have 11n squared minus 9n equal 1. We need to solve this by or using formula. First, put it in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So it will be 11n squared minus 9n minus 1 equals 0. That means a equal 11, b equal negative 9, c equal negative 9. Try to find the value of n. N equal negative b means negative 9. Or 9 plus or minus square root negative 9 square minus 4 times 11 times negative 1 over 2 times 11. Then it will be 9 plus or minus root 125 over 22, or 9 plus or minus 5 root 5 over 22. This is the exact value for the answer. If I ask you to find the result to the nearest 2 decimal places, finally it will be negative 0.099, means after approximation to be 0.10. Then 0.917 means 0.92. So the solution set will be negative 0.1 and 0.92 or 0.10, sorry. Another example, we have 1 over 8x squared plus x squared plus x over equal 5 or minus 5 over 2 equals 0. Let's find the value of a, b, c. A equal 1 over 8, b equal 1, and c equal negative 5 over 2 type. Another way, if we need to get rid of 1 over 8, so I'm going to multiply all the equation by 8. It will be x squared plus 8x minus 20 equal 0. So I can solve it if I put a equal 1 over 8, b equal 1, c equal negative 5 over 2, or I can multiply all terms in the equation by 8 to get rid of 8 and 2. So it will be x squared plus 8x minus 20 equals 0. Finally, a equal 1, b equal 8, c equal negative 20, and use the value of negative b plus or minus root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Finally, after substitution, it will be negative 8 plus or minus 12 over 2. Finally, I can say that it's negative 10 over 2, so the solution equals negative 10, comma 2. Another example, here we have 3x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals 0. So a equals 3, b equals 5, c equals 1. Let's use x equal negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. First, negative b means negative 5 over plus or minus root 5 square minus 4 times 3 times 1 over 2 times 3. Finally, it will be negative 5 plus or minus root 13 over 6. This is the exact value. I can write it like this, or after approximated to the nearest 2 decimal places, it will be negative 0.23 and negative 1.43. If we have x times x plus 6 equal negative 30, and we need to find it by using formulas, find the solution set using formula to the nearest 2 decimal places. First, let's distribute x to the bracket, into the bracket. It will be x squared plus 6x. Of course, I can move negative 30 to the other side. It will be plus 30 equal 0. Then we have A equal 1, B equal 6, C equal 30. Then substitute in negative B plus or minus root B square minus 4AC over 2A. يبقى negative 6 plus or minus square root 6 square minus 4 times 1 times 30 over 2 times 1. Finally, it will be negative 6 plus or minus 36 minus 120 means root negative 84. There is no square root for a negative number, so the solution set equal 5, or we have no solution. Another equation, x squared minus 8x equal 33. Let's remove or move 33 to the other side. X squared minus 8x minus 33 equals 0. Finally, a equal 1, b equal negative 8, c equal negative 33. So the x equal negative 8 plus or minus square root negative 8 power 2 minus 4 times 1 times negative 33 over 2 times 1. Finally, it will be 8 plus or minus root 196 over 2 means 8 plus or minus 14 over 2 means finally 8 plus 14 over 2 which is equal 11 or 8 minus 14 over 2 which is equal 3. So the solution set is 11, 3. If we have another equation of 5 over x squared minus 4 over x equal negative 1, we need to get rid of x power 2. 5 over x squared means 5 divided x squared. So to get rid of divide, we have to multiply. Multiply by what? X power 2. So 5 over x power 2. Yani multiply x power 2. It will be 5x squared over x squared means 5. 4x squared over x means x squared over x means x. So it will be minus 4x equal negative 1 times x squared equal negative x squared. So finally I can say that it's let's remove negative x squared to the other side. So x squared and rearrange it, of course. X squared minus 4x plus 5 equals 0. A equal 1, b equal negative 4, c equal 5. And substitute in negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Negative b means negative 4 means 4 plus or minus root 16 minus 4 times 1 times 5 over 2 times 1. Finally, it will be 4 plus or minus root negative 4 over 2. And of course, we have no solutions in this case, or the solution set equal 5. The length of a rectangular garden is 5 meters more than its width, and the area of the garden equal 176 square meters. Find the length and the width of the garden. First, let's say that we have the width equal W and the L equal, of course, we are going to say that equal L. Okay, type. As we said that the length is 5 centimeters more than the width, right? So L will be equal 5 plus W, right? As we said also, the area equal 176 means L times W equal 176. Type. Instead of L, we are going to write W plus 5. So we have W plus 5 times W equal 176. Type. That means W squared plus 5W equal 176. Then W squared plus 5W minus 176 equals 0. Try to factorize 176. 1 times 176 or 2 times 88 or 4 times 44. Of course, we need the difference 5 or 8 times 22. Also 11 times 6, 11 and 16. 11 and 16, the difference between them equal 5. So I can say that it's W minus 11 and W plus 16 equals 0. Right. Maybe W plus minus 11 equals 0 or W plus 16 equals 0. That means W equals 11 or negative 16. And of course, negative 16 is refused. There is no negative length, right? Then I can see that if W equal 11, so L equal W plus 5 or 11 plus 5, finally it will be 16. Two consecutive odd numbers whose product is 23 more than their sum. First, what the meaning of consecutive odd or consecutive number means just after each other. If I said the first number is 2, so the number just after 2 is 3. And after 3, 4, and so on, right? So if the first number is x, so the number just after x, it will be x plus 1, x plus 2, and so on, right? Type. That means consecutive. But what about consecutive odd? If I said that consecutive odd, if the first number equal 1, what is the consecutive odd number? It will be 1 plus, it will be 3, right? So 1 plus 2 equal 3, and after 3, 5, 3 plus 2 equal 5, 5 plus 2 equal 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on, right? But if the first number is x, so the number just consecutive up to x, it will be x plus 2, and after x plus 2 it will be x plus 4, and after x plus 4 it will be x plus 6, right? Right. What the meaning of two consecutive numbers? So I can say that the first number is x, and the other it will be x plus 2. Right. Their product, what the meaning of their product means multiply each other. So x times x plus 2 means equal 23 more than their sum. 23 more than their sum, that means we are going to get the sum plus 23. So equal 23 plus the sum. يبقى sum equal x plus x plus 2. The two numbers x and x plus 2, their sum will be x plus 2. Type. That means x squared plus 2x equal 2x plus 2 plus 23, it will be 25. Type. Let's remove 2x from both sides. يبقى x squared equal 25. That means x equal positive or negative 5. If we took the square root or factorize x squared minus 25, it will be x minus 5 times x plus 5 equals 0. That means we have x equal 5 or x equal negative 5. So if the first number is negative 5, so the consecutive odd would be negative 5 plus 2 equal negative 3. Maybe the first two numbers equal negative 5 and negative 3, or we have the first number equal x, then the second would be 5 plus 2, 7, or 5 and 7.